Some people don't have a chance. They don't have a chance for a choice. People are doing emotional reactions or behaviors. They can't choose anything else, just like we don't know or didn't know how to choose a different story or feel any differently about ourselves. We didn't know how to react any differently than we did. Other people are no different. Our parents included, our father included. They didn't have a choice how they reacted, how they behaved at times. And when they beat themselves up for doing what they knew they should be doing, they felt shame. That shame, then they couldn't talk about it. And talking about it included apologizing about it. Go and say, I'm sorry, would just amplify the shame, because then they feel other people judging them. And so they stew in their own self-judgment about a behavior they're ashamed of. No way out of those stories. And therefore no way out of the emotion, no way out of the behavior. They can try and will themselves, but that'll only work for so long. And they fall back into the pattern. Because their will got tired and fatigued. They didn't have enough energy to hold themselves out anymore, because that muscle of will just got fatigued and they let go. And if you understand that about your dad, you understand that about your mom, you understand that about other people, you can forgive them. And if you can forgive them, then you can forgive other people. And you can forgive yourself. Then you're on your way to compassion. The dreams of our fathers, or the limiting beliefs of our fathers, are the sins of our fathers. And if you go back far enough, there's an original sin. The first time we dreamed lies.
First belief.
First fears. And they were passed on. Those stories were passed on. Those judgments were passed on. Children inherit those dreams from their parents. And the parents aren't at fault or can't be blamed, because they were doing the best they knew how. I mean, you could blame them, but it's not the truth. This is when you go back far enough through humanity, it's the original sin at a certain point. And then we were born into original sin. We were born into judging. We were born into criticism, rejection, I'm not good enough stories. It's the dreams and stories we inherited. Because everybody around us was living them. And so they became our dreams too. We had no chance growing up without them or being free of them any more than our parents did. Our parents had no better chance than we did. We ended up with them, of course they had them. Okay? Self-rejection. I'm not good enough. Kind of the original sin. And if I live in a dream of I'm not good enough, one of my assumptions, everybody's like me. I have a judging mind, I have a rejecting story. Then I feel rejected by all of you. And it's easy to find something. If I have a judge and I feel rejected, and you're judging me, you're doing it wrong. And if I live in that dream, I'm not good enough, then my dream is you're not good enough also. We're all the same. I'm not good enough and you're not good enough. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Self-rejection. I reject myself and I reject you the same way. We're all equal. I punish myself and I punish you the same way with rejection. And we call it fair. Big lie of fairness in how we treat people. And in that self-rejection, I love myself and I love my neighbors as much as myself, with lots of self-rejection. Love thy neighbor like thyself. Reject thyself like you reject your neighbor and your children and your parents. It's an infection in our mind that's passed dream to dream. Communication, words, emotion, back and forth. We were born into that dis-ease of the mind. And we are conditioned to share it as long as we are living in it. If I don't feel good about myself, how can I really, with genuine love, say you're beautiful? I don't feel it. I don't feel it. All I can do is share with you the dream I'm dreaming. And if my dream is I'm not good enough, that's the dream I share. That's what I model. That's what I share. I have no chance to disinfect you or to keep you clean or free of that story. Somewhere it's going to come out as best I try. I don't love myself. I reject myself. There's all these things wrong with me. All those stories become so strong and they'll get expressed on the outside and delivered to somebody else. Children included, as much as we love them. People say, how do I keep my children from getting all these really fear-based limiting beliefs? I say, clean up your own dream. Like, no, that's not what I wanted to hear. I want to know how to protect my children.
The hard
Clean up your own dream. And then you'll be able to share that dream. The more beautiful and loving is your dream that you live for yourself, the more that you'll be able to share that dream. You can't share a dream you don't have. You can't share that emotional experience and that expression if you don't have it. That's why your parents didn't always share it with you. They shared what they had. And their dream, predominantly, they got from their parents, and in society, that dream is infected with the story, I'm not good enough. So guess what your dream you're going to get? Guess what dream we all got? Pretty much.